Please confirm once you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
Thank you. So when we made in the material master with availability check KP, here the system, if you see here, this KP is not performing availability check. The reason behind it, this no check is marked. For that reason, the system is not checking any available to promise. Let's have a quick practical. Here in the material master, I'll try to maintain KP. Let's maintain this KP, enter it. Let's save this. Now let's try sales order /n VS01, order type OR, order test. I'll try to maintain this delivery because we need delivery by tomorrow. This is the material and 1. Upon let's hit enter. The system is not performing ATP check now. Instead, we maintained required delivery date is 21st March 2023. And still, the system has ignored this option. The reason behind is here in the controlling parameter, we maintain this as no check. Let's uncheck this and let's this check mark. Now let's see. Let's say this is temporary. Now again, let's try creating sales order /n VS01 order type OR. Let's maintain order test number, order quantity 1. I'll maintain this required delivery data 21. Let's see.
Anna, hello. Yeah, hello. Anna,
Hi,
Naresh.
Hi, Naresh.
Hello. Yeah, connected.
Thank you. Okay. So now I'm proposing required delivery date. Sorry, I'm considering required delivery date as 21st of March. Material quantity. Let's hit enter. Ignore it. Now the system is checked. Okay. Still, instead we made this as available. If I uncheck this, let's check this. Okay. Let me save this. This is the standard. So block quantity is something wherein if we have multiple orders, simultaneously the system will try to confirm based on the available quantity. అర్థమైంది అనుకుంటా ఇది బ్లాక్ క్వాంటిటీ పర్పస్ ఏంటి అనేసి. సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనం ఒక్కడనే కాదు, చాలా there could be multiple operations wherein there will be loading from multiple devices. సో అలాంటి సిచ్యుయేషన్స్ లో ఈ సిస్టమ్ ఆ క్వాంటిటీ సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ ఎలా ప్రపోజ్ చేస్తుంది అనేసి ఇది బ్లాక్ క్వాంటిటీ రిక్వైర్మెంట్. We are able to capture this block quantity functionality. Okay. Then this no check quantity. ఇక్కడ సిస్టమ్ SAP వాళ్ళు ఏం రికమెండ్ చేస్తున్నారంటే the setting for accumulation is very important setting. It can avoid over confirmation situations. ఎప్పుడు not sure. Let's see. SAP recommends to use accumulation 3. Why? The accumulation is important for 2 different things. The first is that dependent on this setting, the system can behave differently when creating or changing the document. When setting the accumulation to the recommended value 3, the system will take into account required quantities when creating the document. Okay. What does this mean exactly? Okay, we'll do that. The system checks whether the required quantity of the documents can be covered by the stock and the receipt elements. By the stock and recipient elements. If not, then you will not be able to confirm a new sales order when creating. Okay. Now let's try this practically. First, we will finish this one. The system, okay. The system checks whether the required quantities of the document can be covered by the stock and the recipient elements. If not, then you will not be able to confirm a new sales order when creating. When you change the document, then the system checks whether the confirmed quantities can be covered by the stock and the recipient elements. If yes, further available quantity remains, then you will be able to confirm for the further requirement. To make it more clear, please check the following example. Stock 100, required quantity. Okay, 100. Stock is 100. Sales order we have 1 with 100 quantity. Confirmed date is 0. Okay, let's maintain this stock for the, let's ignore this /n. Let's maintain a stock of MB1C 561 YBK1 YBK1. /n MB1C. Moment type. Posting only possible. Okay, let's close this. MMRV /n MMRV. This is March, right? YPK1 company code. Okay. /n MMPV कंपनी कोड వచ్చేసి YPK कंपनी कोड 0 है ना अपना /n MMRV company code is YPK 0. So current period is February close. Okay, now we are in March. /n MMPV. Okay, company code is YPK 0. Today this is March. Period is 3. Year is 2023. Enter it. Execute. Done. /n MB1C. Moment type. Okay. Let's post the material YBK1 FG01. YBK1 FG01. Let's maintain 10 quantity. /n OMS2. Position YBK1. /n MB1C. Enter. Let's maintain now 10 pieces. G11. /n FS00. Control V. With template. Control V.
YBK 0.
Now we are copying this from the inventory. INF. Okay. Let's check. Document no correct, no printing error. Save it. Done. Now the system might ask another one more error. MB1C. Okay. 169P /n SM30 169P maintain P169P maintain. Let's let this copy this, make this as YBK
0.
Slash and MB1C. Let's save this FPN1 7920. Slash and FS00. Okay. Material finished goods inventory. Save it. Okay, all good. MB1C. PN1 49. Slash and FPN1. YPK 0. Interval. Inventories 49 2023. Data 012. We are done. Let's go slash and MB1C. Enter. Let's maintain 10 pieces of quantity. Okay, let's save this. Now, let's try creating a sales order. The system checks whether the required quantities of the documents can be covered by the stock and the receipt elements. If not, then you will not be able to confirm a new sales order when creating. When you change the document, then the system checks whether the confirmed quantities can be covered by the stock and the receipt elements. If yes, further available quantity remains, then you will be able to confirm to the further requirement. To make it more clear, please check the following example. We have maintained a stock 10, required quantity is nil, confirmed date is 0. Sales order 1, required quantity 100, confirmed date is 0. When accumulation is set 3, then you will not be able to confirm the further requirement because the system checks with required quantities. Sales order 1 has a requirement of 100 and is so blocking the 100 on stock. There is no further available quantity for further requirement during creation. When you create a further sales order, example sales order 2 with the quantity 60, nothing will be confirmed. When you save the sales order and you re-enter it and you carry out a new ATP check, then you will receive a confirmation while changing the ATP check is carried out with the confirmed quantity. Sales order 1 has confirmed quantity 100 are available. When you change the sales order 2, you carry out a new ATP check. Okay, let's see this functionality with accumulation 3. So to check this functionality, I will make this, I'll copy this KP. I will make this as YP. Is this okay, or shall I make it any other one?
No problem.
Okay, let's make this YP. For this YP, I will make this accumulation as 3.
3.
Then on what basis he is making 3? On what factors? Let's uncheck this and let's check block quantity. Okay, let's go with this accumulation without no check and no blocking quantity. Let's save this. Let's replace our mm with YP instead of KV slash and mm02
02.
slash and mm02 material.
We given FC01. Sales general plant.
Is right. Sales option general plant. Continue.
Okay.
Let's maintain this KP.
YP.
Let's replace this KP with YP. No
YP.
checking. And here in this one, we are trying to understand how this accumulation functionality is being carried out with accumulation term 3. Okay. As we have stock, let's see the stock slash and MMPE. This is the material. Here we have 10 stock. Okay. Let's try creating a sales order slash and BA01. Order type OR, customer, ATP with sorry, accumulation 3, purchase order date. We need a delivery by tomorrow as we have stock. If I maintain 5 pieces, let's see how system reacts because we have stock quantity 10. Okay, and ignore this message. Lock rule not maintained for ATP, group BB, initiator A. What exactly this is? Block rule non-maintained. Then the system tried to determine a block rule for checking group. This is the checking group and call A. Means at sales order level, this entry doesn't exist. System response. The system assumes that the material being processed should not be blocked. Because you did not activate the quantity block here. Quantity block, dependent on the check group, you should define whether or not you want to block the sales order or shipping. Okay. Now let's maintain this OBZ2 slash and OBZ2 OYP. Let's maintain this block quantity.
Block quantity.
Let's save this. Okay. Let's try again a fresh sales order.
Sales order.
Slash and VA01. Order type OR. Sorry. Customer. Purchase order. Date. Let's assume we need customer is expecting delivery, asking for delivery tomorrow. Material and let's enter the quantity 5. Okay, ignore this message. Okay, no control data maintained for checking group YP. Checking rule A. Checking rule A is nothing but for
sales order level.
No. This is for production planning. This is in the system. In the MRP, we have maintained checking group, which is basically available to promise is a combination of available to check is a combination of checking group and checking rule. Checking rule is nothing but into the production planning. Checking rule. If I continue this, okay. If I double click, let's see the schedule lines. Customer requested delivery on 21st of March. System didn't confirm. Okay. Let's see this, what they are saying. As confirmed quantity 100 is blocking. If I save this sales order, I believe if I enter this sales order, then only the system will try to confirm.
Okay.
Let me save this. Edit. Shipping point. Okay. OB L2. New entries 01. Loading group 0001. Plant YPK1. Proposed shipping point YPK1. Okay. Let's save this. Done. Storage location YPK1. Fine. Let's save this order. Now let's check the stock. We have maintained stock of 10 pieces slash and MMPE. Let's see the stock if it's available 10 pieces. 10 pieces available. Now let's run the MRP. Actually, we shouldn't go this. Let's to understand this where this 5 pieces is being blocked. Let's see slash and MD04. This is the material. Enter. Have not been maintained. Let's maintain this parameters. Slash and MD04. Slash and MD50. Enter. Enter. Branch was not active. Let's activate this planning. Let's copy this. IPK. Nation MD 01. Step. MRP parameters for IPK and have maintained. Okay. Okay, let's skip this. Okay, planning. As of now, again, we have to make settings for this. Let's close this. Now let's try with balance quantity slash n. I'll create one more sales order. Okay. We have in stock 10 pieces, right? And we have created one sales order for 5 pieces. Let's create one more sales order with additional quantity or some extra quantity. Required delivery date is 21. Material. If I make here 10 pieces, invoice, ignore. If I check this, here the system is not proposing delivery date. Okay. The reason behind is we have 5 pieces, which is already assigned to one sales order. Here, as there is extra 5 pieces, another customer is we need to deliver it. The system is not proposing a delivery date. Are you able to understand? समझ लग रही है आपको? Mr. Shiva?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Just
Okay. When accumulation is set 3, then you will not be able to confirm a further requirement because the system checks with the required quantities. This is okay. System कुछ भी ఇప్పుడు దాకా system ఏది confirmation ఇవ్వలేదు available to promise. The reason behind is we have set the accumulation to 3.
3.
In sales order, 1 has a requirement of 100. He is so blocking the 100 on stock. There is no further available quantity for the requirement during creation. When you
Correct.
create a further sales order, if I remove this accumulation 3 from this setting, if I remove this accumulation 3, the system will propose me a date. Now, if I try to create a sales order now, let's save this. Now I'll try to create one sales order. The system will propose me a date now. Order. Customer is expecting delivery tomorrow. Let's enter the material. Let's make the quantity as 10. Here the system didn't propose the delivery. No checking, because we make this as no checking. If I mark this, with term B at the sales order level, A single records, total records. No. This is okay, but this is okay. Block quantity required, accumulation. If I make this as P, if I make this one also P, as per a delay requirement, then let's save this. Now let's see. I have changed the parameter from no checking, which is this AA. If I make this one more, instead of creating one more checking group, I'm changing to this existing one with BB at sales order. The B is total records per day. Okay, let's save this. Now let's try creating again sales order. Slash and B801. Order type over. Customer. Let's remove this. Availability check with daily requirement, which is 01. Date. We are expecting the customer expecting delivery tomorrow. Material. Let's maintain the quantity as 10. System didn't propose the availability check. Schedule length. Confirm date. Off only kabatti system confirm cheyaledu. If this, okay, let's carry out availability check. No control data maintained for the checking group YP with checking rule A. Okay, YP A. And SPR. Now we need to check for the checking rule here. Sales and distribution. Basic functions. Availability check. Sorry. Availability check. Transfer of requirements. Availability check. ATP logic. Checking group. Define checking. Carry out control for availability check. Here. Let's maintain this. New entries. I'll copy the existing one. Position. Let's copy KP availability check that we have. I'll select this KP with sales order. I'll copy this. I'll mark this as YP and checking rule A. This is parameters. This parameters will be called as OVZ9. This is the second area availability check में ये second area. First area OVZ2 जहाँ पे हमने total sales, total delivery sales, checking, sorry, block quantity, no checking, accumulation parameters देखने को मिलेंगे. ठीक है, वो कंट्रोल एरिया, प्राइमरी कंट्रोल एरिया विद चेकिंग ग्रुप. ये सेकेंडरी एरिया विद चेकिंग रूल. Basically, available to promise is a combination of checking group, which is at sales order level, and checking rule, which is at inventory level. ये availability check at inventory level, यानी हमारे पास स्टॉक कितना है, इनवर्ड मूवमेंट कैसे चल रहा है, आउटवर्ड मूवमेंट कैसे चल रहा है, चेक विदाउट रिप्लेनिश हमें इस प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के लिए कितना वक्त लगेगा. ये सेकंड एरिया है विच इज एट OVZ9. यहाँ पे अभी तक हमने ये OVZ2 को अंडरस्टैंड करने का कोशिश किया. OVZ2. नाउ चेकिंग रूल इज एट OVZ9. ओके, अभी मैं जो स्क्रीन पे हूँ वो OVZ9 है, क्योंकि मैंने मटेरियल मास्टर में OVZ9 सॉरी चेकिंग ग्रुप चेंज किया, बट वो जब अवेलेबिलिटी चेक करना चाहता है तो वो बोल रहा है कि चेकिंग रूल असाइन नहीं किया. हियर स्लैश एन VA01 हमने चेकिंग ग्रुप तो बना दिया, बट चेकिंग रूल असाइन नहीं किया, जहां पे सिस्टम वो चेक नहीं कर पा रहा है. Order quantity, if I make here one, ignore this first message invoice. Here no control data maintained. Here no control data maintained for checking group YB and checking rule A, which is a combination of availability check. Availability check में ये दोनों रहना चाहिए, चेकिंग ग्रुप और चेकिंग रूल. ये चेकिंग रूल नहीं है, इसके लिए वो एरर था. मैं कंटिन्यू कर रहा हूँ. अभी ये चेकिंग रूल मेंटेन कर रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे चेकिंग रूल इज A, availability check YB. Let's enter this. Let's save this. अभी हम देखेंगे सेल्स ऑर्डर
नहीं आना है.
नहीं, सिस्टम डिलीवरी डेट प्रपोज करना चाहिए हमें. स्लैश एन VA01 कस्टमर मटेरियल डेट. लेट्स assume the required delivery date as 21st 10. Now this, okay, ignore this message. Dynamic ready check has been अच्छा इसको.
Okay.
Schedule lines. अभी हमारे पास स्टॉक है 10 पीसेस, इसके लिए वो 10 पीसेस कंफर्म कर रहा है यहाँ पे ऑन 24th. अभी ये मैं यहाँ पे I'll try to increase the quantity to 15 pieces. Now the system shall pop up a window with availability check. Fine. As we have stock in with our inventory, which is the system is confirming for 24. The rest
Correct.
quantity the system is considering 5 days. Okay. यहाँ पे देखो
24 से 5 days पकड़ रहा है.
हाँ. Let's see. आज आप है. Okay. Saturday Sunday is holiday. 1 2
1, 2,
3
3,
4
4.
5. 24 से 1 2 3 4. शायद सैटरडे को फ्राइडे को कैलकुलेट कर रहा है. फ्राइडे फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ. ओके.
Okay.
डिलीवरी कंफर्म डेट ऑन 20. कस्टमर ने रिक्वेस्टेड डिलीवरी डेट ऑन 21st. जीरो क्वांटिटी. रिक्वायर्ड डिलीवरी कस्टमर 25th से वो कर रहा है, बट 24th को क्यों? अच्छा 24th को ये क्वांटिटी डिलीवर. ओके लेट्स मेक दिस. ओके इसको हम ऐसे करते हैं, ये 10 पीस ही फिनिश कर देते हैं इसको. देन विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. वी ए 01, ये 10 पीस खत्म कर देते हैं इसमें से. Let's finish it off this stock with 10 pieces. Let's save it. Slash n bkm3. Execute. Let's release this. Save it. Slash n bl01n ypk1 ypk1
Selection date.
picking rule. अच्छा let's ignore this. Okay. The system is only 0 of each. Slash n va02 20501 schedule lines confirmed from 24th. Slash n
Date अपन 21 का ही कर लिया.
Okay. For that, let's make this
This one
as
selection
24.
date 24. Yeah.
24032023.
Yeah.
No control data maintained for the checking rule. Okay. ये checking rule B क्या है पता है? Checking rule B is at delivery level. A is
Is
for
it order level?
order
Okay,
level.
okay.
B is for delivery level. इसके लिए वो block कर रहा है. We have to maintain one more. Let's get into this OBZ9. OBZ9. Oh, no. I'll select this
Okay.
KP position. I'll go with KP with checking rule B. KP with checking rule B. I'll select this, I'll copy, I'll mark this as YP with a checking rule B, which is at delivery level. A while ago, we did with a prior to that, we did only YB for
Yeah.
OVZ1 level, which is for accumulation level. Now let's save this. Now let's try proceeding for delivery slash and VL01N. Okay, already open. Slash and VL01N. Now the system has picked the quantity automatically. A while ago, the serial didn't fetch the quantity. Now let's make this PGI. Slash n. Equals 00. Let's material management. Check. No errors. Save it. దీనికి కూడా materials ఉంటదేమో. Nation. We have 019. Enter. PGI. Fine. Let's go for billing /m BF01. इसको छोड़ दो इसको. Let's try creating one more sales order /m BF01. Order type over customer. Daily requirement. Let's maintain the quantity 10. Now the system is proposing. Okay. Ignore. अभी सिस्टम चेक क्यों नहीं किया अवेलेबिलिटी प्रॉमिस? कंफर्म किया क्यों?
कंफर्म किया.
हाँ वही. ओके लेट्स चेंज
बिलिंग में किया ना?
No. यहाँ पे डिलीवरी डेट द सिस्टम इज ट्राइंग टू कैलकुलेट द फॉरवर्ड शेड्यूलिंग बिकॉज द कस्टमर हैज प्रपोज्ड टू मच टाइम हियर. यहाँ पे सेल्स जो कंसिडर कर रहा है वो बैकवर्ड शेड्यूलिंग गया, वो पास हो गया 31st. नो सिस्टम 31st को कंसिडर किया 3 days इन हाउस प्रोडक्शन के लिए 2 days 1+1. सो 31st से अगर करेगा तो आज 21st डेट आज 20 है तो ये बैकवर्ड शेड्यूलिंग में ये पास हो गया. अगर से ये बैकवर्ड शेड्यूलिंग फेल होता देन द सिस्टम विल ट्राई टू कंसिडर. अभी इसको मैं चेंज कर देता हूँ इसको अभी. लेट्स चेंज दिस टू 21st. एंटर द सिस्टम विल प्रपोज ए डेट. लेट्स क्रिएट ए न्यू सेल्स ऑर्डर /m BA01. एंटर.
201.
Let's maintain this one. Quantity, let's maintain 10 pieces. Now the system is proposing a delivery date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
अभी हमारे पास स्टॉक में खाली है, 0 है. System is proposing a date from 24th. क्यों? गैप तो काफी आ रहा है. 30 मतलब 1 2 3 4 5. ओके 24 तो कंसिडर है. फिर ये 3 दिन क्यों ले रहा है? हम आज लोड कर रहे हैं, कस्टमर रिक्वेस्टेड डिलीवरी 21st को मांग रहा है. ये 2 दिन क्यों? वेडनेसडे थर्सडे. ओके विल ट्राई टू सी. ओके होपफुली टुडे we got to learn how the controlling parameters are being controlled at OVZ2, which is availability check level, with parameters total sales and total delivery requirements, block quantity and no check and accumulation. This तीन तो I hope this is clear. Block quantity, no checking and accumulation term. Total sales and total deliverable is purely related to the MRP area, which is MD04. ये हम देखेंगे. We shall try to cover up these 2 points tomorrow. कल तक वो MRP related जो setting है उसको set कर देता हूँ. Block quantity, no check quantity and accumulation. This area is called as, बोलो.
Checking group.
Checking group में हमें total sales है, total delivery, which is purely related to the MRP related parameters. Block quantity, no checking and accumulation. Then there is one more area which is OVZ9, which is a checking rule. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow we shall continue this topic in order to explore this available to promise area. Okay. Hi Naresh.
Hi Anna.
Hi. Okay. ఏదైనా అర్థం కాకపోతే డోంట్ వరీ, మళ్ళీ మనం ఒకసారి చేద్దాం. ఓకే. దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ థియరిటికల్.
మనం చేసాం కదా అవైలబిలిటీ చెకింగ్ అనేది, అంటే మామూలుగా డెలివరీలో చూసాం అంతే కదా.
ఆహా ఒకవేళ మీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే మళ్ళీ మనం చూద్దాం. ఓకే ఏం వరీ అవ్వకండి. ఇది థియరిటికల్ కాబట్టి మీకు జాయిన్ చేయమన్నాను. చలో ఓకే. ఓకే విల్ కనెక్ట్ సేమ్. ఓకే. హాయ్ మిస్టర్ శివ.